Get down on the ground. To me.
Down on the ground.
Why are you guys?
Dude, you guys just need to.
Why are you guys grabbing?
Hey, orcs.
Not pulling. Okay. Ocean, get on the ground. Ocean.
Get on the ground. Why are you guys?
Get on
the ground. Right now.
Ocean.
Guys, please. Why
Get on the ground before I taser you.
Ocean.
Right now.
Why are you tasering?
It was crazy. Like, I was so shocked. Like, I came out here to play hockey and I got arrested for playing hockey. Like, I'm gonna have kids one day, I'm gonna tell my kids that I got arrested for playing hockey. Like, that just sounds nuts. Like, there's murders happening in this world, there's rape, there's sex trafficking, there's all these different things. Like, really bad things that are happening in this world. And we're getting punished to play hockey, playing sports outside.
Yeah.
And, like, that's just ridiculous. Like,
Keean Bexte for Rebel News at an outdoor rink that you might be familiar with if you've seen the video that went viral of a young man by the name of Ocean Wiesblatt. He was violently arrested by the Calgary Police Service for having the audacity of skating on this very rink behind me. He was skating with a few friends and some ne'er-do-well Calgarian who was just furious that there was kids having fun outside on a winter's day. Well, he reported them to the Calgary Police Service and then tweeted about it. Now, this account that tweeted about it, saying that they had reported it, well, they deleted their account. They were probably ashamed of themselves. Now, I'm here today to speak to Ocean to see exactly what went on and why the mainstream media's reporting of what happened was so wrong. See, the Calgary police, they pulled out a taser on this young man after he approached them when they were interrogating children about the gathering that was happening on the ice. Now, keep in mind, they're allowed to gather on this ice. The mayor, Calgary's radical mayor, Naheed, Nenshi, has said it was actually fine. He just said don't make the gatherings too big. And the gathering that day wasn't big. According to Ocean, there was only 15 people on the ice when this happened, and they were all distanced, just playing a game of hockey. Now we're going to speak with Ocean and get his side of the story, something that the mainstream media just hasn't done for some reason.
So, me and the boys, you know, we were just going out to the outdoor rink as usual, and you know, winter sports. We all headed out here to Southwood, where we play outdoor rink hockey, and just, you know, we came to play hockey just like another day, and peace officer came by and just technically just gave us a warning that 2 cops were going to come. And then everyone started, a lot of people started just running away, and then me and like 4 other guys, we just said, you know, like, we're playing hockey, like this is outrageous with all this COVID stuff, and not letting us play hockey, not letting us go outdoors, but they're gonna have all these indoor buildings opening up, all these indoor social gatherings, and it's, you know, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And we were just playing hockey, so we decided to stay and not run away from the cops. And the cops came by, and me and the boys were just sitting over there by the bench, and then I just saw like these kids getting they were being talked to by the cops, and then I didn't know what was said, but like I just felt like I had to go over there just because it was a younger crowd, so just as an older person, just making sure like everything's okay. So I just went over there, didn't know what was going on, but just asked the cop, you know, just like, you know, pretty much just told her like I'm not sure what's going on with these COVID rules, like everything indoors open, like you guys got all the malls open, you got all these businesses open, but like you can't let us play hockey out here. And it doesn't make sense. Everyone's skiing, everyone's doing all these winter sports, and it's life. It's what we should be doing. We should be enjoying life. Like, we only get one life, and you should be doing what you want to do in life. And you know, I asked her that, and then she said I was breaking the what is it called?
Public health orders.
Yeah, public health orders. Yeah, and yeah, apparently I was breaking one of the public health orders, and I wasn't aware of that. You know, I kind of just got off news, got off social media, just because everything's just on social media is crazy. It's all negative, so I just wanted to get off that. So just came out to play like another hockey day, and she said I was breaking the Public Health Act, and I just asked like what was I breaking, and she didn't tell me. She just said I was just breaking Public Health Act,
But that's strange to me, because even Mayor Nenshi, this like radical mayor, who really sort of seems to enjoy rubbing this into like salt in the wound of his people, he said that it's fine to play hockey as long as it's not too big.
Yeah.
And from what you told me earlier, there was only 15 people on the rink, and by the time the police were really getting testy with you,
Yeah.
you were the last one on the rink. So what public health order could you possibly have been breaking at that moment when they decided to pull out a taser?
Yeah, like that was my point. Like that's why I was talking to them, because it's a joke. It's literally a joke. Like we have 15 players out here skating, playing a hockey game. We're having fun. We're living life.
The Calgary police released a statement basically saying it wasn't their fault. The officers acted totally normally. It's totally normal to pull a taser on a young kid who just happened to be playing hockey. That's what they say, at least. Strangely enough, when I was leaving the rink after interviewing Ocean, the Calgary Police Service doubled down and flew a helicopter over the site, circling the children, toddlers, and parents who were just having fun on a Saturday afternoon, intimidating Calgarians. It made me wonder if I was in Calgary or if I was in Hong Kong. The mainstream media totally botched the coverage of this story. Whether you watch CTV or Global News or the CBC, they never mentioned once that the Calgary Police Service pulled a taser on this kid, that they kneed him in the gut several times, in the hip several times. They never mentioned once that they handcuffed the kid and threw him in the back of a cop car. The mainstream media doesn't care about this story. They want to protect the police. They want to protect the narrative. And they want to make sure that you have no idea what is going on in your backyard. Would you say that the amount of force that they used on you was reasonable? Was it excessive? I mean, I think I know the answer, but
Yeah, no.
in your own words.
Yeah, excessive. Like it was crazy. Like I was so shocked. Like I came out here to play hockey and I got arrested for playing hockey. Like I'm gonna have kids one day, I'm gonna tell my kids that I got arrested for playing hockey. Like that just sounds nuts. Like there's murders happening in this world, there's rape, there's sex trafficking, there's all these different things, like really bad things that are happening in this world, and we're getting punished to play hockey, playing sports outside.
Yeah.
And like that's just ridiculous. Like she told me that she was gonna arrest me, and she asked for my name. I didn't give her my name because I just thought it was really dumb for being arrested for playing hockey, and I just thought there's no point of giving her my name. Like it wasn't even worth that. Like
I've refused to give the police my name on many occasions, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's something that you're obligated to do. But the police officer, one of the females, the blonde one, was swearing quite furiously at you. Do you think that that was professional? Do you think that was like what was your reaction when you heard a police officer cussing you out?
Down on the ground. Down on the ground.
Why are you guys grabbing?
Dude, you guys just need
Why are
to
you guys grabbing?
Hey, orcs.
Not pulling.
Okay?
Ocean, get on the ground before you
Ocean.
get tasered.
Why are you guys
Get on the
Fucking ground. Right now.
Or
Ocean.
Guys, like, why
Get
are
on the ground before I taser you.
Ocean.
Right now.
Why are you tasering?
police officers they're supposed to be taking care of us. They're supposed to be taking care of Calgary here. They're supposed to be good role models. They're here to protect us. I was playing hockey and I thought I was getting harassed. I thought it was a little too much. Everything that went down on Thursday I thought was absolutely crazy. I didn't do anything. I just stood there and I was just getting attacked. Had my hands behind my back, asked why I was getting arrested, and she said I broke a Public Health Act or health, I don't know what you call it. But she didn't even explain it to me. Like, there was no explanation. Like, she didn't even show it to me. Like, nothing, you know?
It seemed like almost they didn't even know what the public health orders were.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why they didn't tell me.
yeah.
I think they did it. And that's why my question was, like, how are these people cops?
Do that. So they pulled out a taser on a kid playing hockey.
Yeah.
I think people are quite concerned that that's something that's happening in Calgary.
Yeah, I think that is concerning. When you're playing hockey and you're getting arrested to play hockey, I think that is concerning. I think there's a lot of problems with that. It just shows what how some policemen are in this world. It shows how gross these laws are to separate control Like we're social beings. Like we're talking here. Like this is what we do. Like this is life. We play with each other, and we're just separating each other, and it's the full control system. It's like, where's my freedom? You know?
How did this make your? I mean, your family's been featured in the news before. Actually, this isn't your first rodeo. How does this make your mom feel? Someone who can't really, go yell and scream at the police herself. How does it make her feel?
She thinks this is embarrassing. Like, she was pissed. I mean, from how the cops were treating me, and like, I understand that. She's my mom. She's always gonna want to be protected, and she just kind of thinks the same way as me. Like, it's embarrassing. It's been 9 months with all this COVID stuff, and it's killing people. Like, it's making people depressed. Like, it's like, you're not going to stop me from playing hockey at the outdoor rink. You're not going to stop me from hanging out with my buddies.
Great.
It's just, that's not fair to me.
Yeah. Keep in mind, he was actually the only person on the ice when the police decided to draw their taser gun. It was a crazy story, and the response was huge. Even ex-NHL players weighing in on this story, others saying that it was a massive disgrace, that Calgary should be ashamed of itself. We've put together a little bit of a website to help Ocean, and that's exactly what the name is, actually. You can go to helpocean.ca, and you can sign our letter of condemnation to the Calgary Police Service, demanding that they withdraw charges that they've levied against Ocean. Now, Ocean says that he's going to retain a lawyer separate from our Fight the Fines campaign, and we wish him all the best. These criminal charges are serious charges that should never have been laid against him in the first place. For Rebel News, I'm Keean Bexte. Please go to helpocean.ca to sign our petition, our letter of condemnation to the Calgary Police Service and to Mayor Naheed Nenshi himself, to let them know that this is wrong, that we will not stand for this in Calgary or anywhere else in Canada.